Okay, good morning, Roland. So let me show you what I have going here. So here's a Windows machine. You see my F drive. This is actually an iSCSI LUN. If we go to the properties, you can see here, this is an iSCSI LUN that's actually sitting on a NetApp storage array. So if you look in here, I've got essentially what this is a bunch of web data. So I've got all this data in here on this LUN, but then I have, again, this is a virtual machine, right? This is a VM running under VMware, and then the local C drive. So let's go back to Cohesity and take a look at the protection jobs that we have set up. You'll see here I've got two. That machine name is Apache, right? So we've got Apache VM backup, and then I've got my Apache physical backup. So I did physically deploy the Cohesity agent to that machine, and so I'm using V80P to catch it here, and then I've got the physical backup here. So let's go ahead and I'll show you the recovery. So actually, before we do that, let me show you the settings on that. I didn't really do anything change much. If you want to see the indexing, I just included basically everything on it, so it's all getting indexed. I think that's probably pretty much all I want to show you there. Let me go here. You can see it's a physical server. I named it. The object, pretty basic. There's my policy, the storage domain. If we drill into here, this is where you could have changed index settings if I wanted to. I set my SLA, and that's pretty much all I changed. I'm not doing source side dedupe, so that's pretty straightforward there. So let's cancel out of that, and let's go to, I've already kicked off a few jobs, so why don't I just go to recovery. So I'm going to click on recoveries here. You can see where I actually did the test. One thing that's interesting is it does take only a few seconds to mount this. So I think this is where you'll find this is pretty slick, right? When we talk about instant volume out or instant recovery, this is it. So I'm going to go here to recover, right? Physical server, and I'm just going to search for the server name. And there we have it. So it's going to show up twice because, again, we've got two of those two backups, right? We have a physical, although it is showing up twice here as physical. So I'll just go ahead and choose one of these. I don't really care what the task name is because I'm going to instantly remove it once I get my data. So now here you see your recovery options where you could recover volumes, right, by mapping them back to the targets. Or what I like to do, if you're just looking for a few files, rather than do it this way, go to instant mount. And now I can choose, I'm going to choose that iSCSI LUN, the F drive here, and we're going to do an instant mount. I'm going to let it auto select my interface, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit create. And it's going to create an instant mount. So this should only take a few seconds. So if you see this, it took 4 seconds right here. Now look on the Windows machine. If I go to my C drive, if I go to Cohesity mounts, now I have the file system snapshot exposed. So I can drill in here and pull all those files. I can pull whatever it is I want. So let's go back here. So again, under your C drive, when you install the agent, you're going to see that Cohesity mounts. This is where it's going to mount it. So now watch. So I mounted the snapshot. It automatically mounted the snapshot. Now what I want to do is I'm going to drill into it. And now this is what you want to be aware of. So it tells me, look, here's the target volume. It went to C Cohesity mounts on Apache. It shows the F drive there for the volume mapping. I want to tear down. So when I click tear down here, I'm going to say yes, tear it down. You can see that disappear. So now it's gone. So it unmounted the snapshot for me. I was able to pull the data that way. So that will conclude this particular video. I'll follow up with you and we'll see what else it is that you'd like to see. Okay, thanks.